everyone, this is Scott with IGN. I am sitting here with Mark Rubin, executive producer at Infinity Ward, and we are taking a look at the squad modes in terms of the variation between them. I think a lot of people might be a little confused about how it all works between offline and asynchronous and all that. So Mark, could you please run us through this?
Sure. I'm just going to go through and talk about each mode separately. So what we have here is War Game. War Game is basically a mode where it's you and up to 5 other people, whether it's friends or match made online, that are going to play against AI bots. So it's not specifically your squad. If you go in by yourself, you'll take your 5 of your squad mates with you. If it's you and a friend, whoever's the party host, they'll take in their 4 squad members with you. The key here is that you're playing against a really interesting new AI system, a system that really mimics real-life players. These guys are going to drop shot you, corner camp. They're going to do things that are going to frustrate you the way good players can frustrate you. It's going to be really challenging, but at the same time, really fun.
Well, what kind of game types are contained within Wargame? Is it TDM?
Everything that you can play in multiplayer.
So more or less, it's like, you know, a multiplayer kind of offline co-op of sorts.
Yep.
Awesome.
Against a really cool new innovative AI.
Cool. And what's Safeguard?
So Safeguard is a take on our survival mode from MW3. It actually has within it 3 different modes. So it's got a 20-wave Safeguard, an 40-wave version, and then an infinite version. And this is a 4-player co-op, so you can play 4 players in any of these modes and survive as long as you possibly
But if you don't have other human players, your squad will populate the other 3.
No.
Oh.
On this, it's on Safeguard, it's just, if it's just you, it's just you.
Oh, wow. And so, like, obviously between the 3 different modes, I mean, obviously there's additional waves, but how does the difficulty curve kind of change between the 3 sub-modes?
It's actually going to just keep getting harder and harder and harder.
So it's the same kind of rate.
So you're going to want to try Safeguard first before you start hitting Safeguard Infinite.
Gotcha. And then you know, you can control the maps in the same way you can multiplayer in terms of like how it's all dictated, correct?
Well, it's actually chosen in the same way that multiplayer is, and where you go and you find match. So if I were to go in here and find game, it's going to find a game just the way multiplayer works. It's going to randomly select a map in a mode, or well, in Safeguard it'll be Safeguard mode. But it'll randomly select a map, and that's the one you'll go into.
And it's important to know that all these modes are available both on, you know, online and local, correct?
Correct.
Okay. And then what's squad versus squad?
So squad versus squad is basically a one-on-one, but each player brings with them their squad that they've created. So it'll be you and I play against each other. It'll be me and my squad versus you and your squad.
Okay. And so how does this vary from Squad Assault? So they're like, it's your squad, you can only have 1 player per team? Like 1 human player?
Right, yeah. So in Squad v Squad, it literally is 1 human versus 1 human and their squads, their AI squads. And that differs from Squad Assault in that it's myself and potentially other friends, 5 other friends, against a player's squad with they're not online.
Okay.
It's just their squad that they've created, and it's on a map and mode that they've chosen.
Okay.
So down here in Squad HQ, if I want to choose the map and mode that I want to defend, I can select those down here. I select the mode, I select the base or the map that I'm defending, and now my squad will live in that mode and map. And if you were to challenge me when I'm offline, you would play on that map and mode.
So what's the variation in terms of like why choose a certain map over another one, or why a certain mode? Is it because your squad has like learned to be that good at that particular map, or is it just a preference thing?
It actually becomes part of the strategy. You're trying to sort of figure out what's the best mode and map combination, along with the loadouts that you've chosen. So if you've got all heavy long range guys, like a couple of snipers, some marksman guys, and an assault rifle or 2, you're not going to really want to put them on a small map necessarily. You know, you're going to want to, you really strategize what kind of loadouts per map. So the cool thing is when you come in is you've customized your squad to that map and mode. Players challenging you don't necessarily know what they're getting into until they've challenged you.
So it becomes like this little strategy game of sorts.
Absolutely.
And then as far as like notifying when other people like challenge you, or like how like your team does, is there a way to view that?
Yeah, so let's say you log in and you would come here to squad reports and you would see how your squad has done while you were offline, and you'll actually get some bonus XP points for your squad offline.
Okay, and then as far as like, will you be able to see like how, like as detailed as like kills and deaths or that sort of thing, or is it kind of more general? It's just like a team win or?
It's some detail. We don't have a shot of it right here, but it does actually come out with a decent amount of detail on how each game went.
And is there a limit to how many times a person can challenge your squad, or is it just as many times as?
As many times as you want.
Oh, that's awesome. All right, well, we're going to deep dive into each of the modes in terms of real gameplay in a little bit, so stay tuned to IGN.